And in this next fight, we got a really awesome matchup between Gabriel Santos and Yizha. Gabriel Santos, he's kind of in a rough position here, though. He's fought 2 fights in the UFC so far, and he hasn't gotten a win. He's 0-2, and he had 2 very difficult matchups, man. I mean, he fought Lerone Murphy, who's now inside the top 10, and lost via split decision in a fight that I think he actually won. And then he fought David Onama, who's another beast, and it was a really fun back and forth fight, but Santos ended up getting knocked out pretty badly in that one, and he's taken a year off since that loss. He hasn't fought since June of 2023. He did have a fight scheduled against Weston Wilson in January, which would have been a layup for him, but he had to pull out, and I'm assuming he had an injury. I'm not really sure, but he hasn't fought since then. It's been a while, obviously. 27 years old, so if he's in shape, he's been training recently, I think he's going to come back just fine. And I think he's super skilled. I mean, he's a former LFA champion, very technical in all areas. On the feet, he's always feinting, switching stances. He walks you down. He has good boxing. He'll throw fast, straight punches. He'll also throw nice hooks. He goes to the body. He throws hard kicks. And in the pocket, he's really good because of his speed, and he's willing to stay in the fire, and he has power. His defense is his offense, really, though. He'll throw the feints out there, and he'll have some okay but not great head movement. He will switch stances, but he carries his hands low and can eat counters coming in, and his chin is elite. He took some huge bombs in his fight versus Lerone Murphy. And he did get knocked out by David Onama, but he ate some huge shots, and it was like a barrage of punches from Onama to finally put Santos out in round 3. But after taking that amount of damage, hopefully he still comes back confident in his chin for one, and his chin is still intact. But you have to go first if you're fighting Santos. He will be there to be hit, but if you wait on Santos and get caught, watching him fake, stance switch, he's going to explode. He's going to force brawls. He's going to mix in level changes, and that's when he's probably going to beat you. And he's a strong wrestler. He's a strong grappler. Santos has great timing on his level changes. He has actually really nice offensive wrestling. And he isn't really the guy to maul you against the fence or push hard constantly for takedowns, but great timing, and he can get, several takedowns per fight. His jiu-jitsu is pretty high level, so he has good back takes. He has a few rear naked choke wins. And if you take him down and put him on his back, he's really aggressive, looking to submit you, and he could scramble back up to his feet really well. You could see, he works with Davi Ramos, who is known to have a really nasty armbar, and Santos has one as well. And Santos has good cardio. He pushes the pace, but I do think he slightly slows down. And Yizha, he's getting back into the octagon a little over a year after his debut loss in the UFC. He, made it to the Road to UFC finals from the 2022-2023 tournament and fought Ji Young Lee for a contract, and he lost via split decision in a really close fight. And after that, he went on to compete again on Road to UFC tournament. He went 3-0. He got 2 first-round finishes, and now he's in the UFC. So 25-4, he deserves to be here. And he's a very solid fighter. He's primarily a grappler. He has solid wrestling. He shoots hard singles, doubles. He has good clinch takedowns, nice throws. His top control is very good, and he can do kind of more controlling than damage, but he's sticky. He's hard to get away from. And he has lost controversial decisions, like his UFC debut, where he had over 8 minutes of top control, but he still lost because damage is king, and he just didn't do enough of it. But if you take him down, he is dangerous as well. He's gotten a few arm bars. He is just a solid grappler overall. And he isn't a fighter who wants to strike for long, but he finds the chin with his punches fairly well. He'll feint the level change, come over the top. He has pretty good elbows, but he holds his hands too low. He is durable, but I think that, eventually he's going to get knocked out. And he throws some hard kicks, He's light on his feet, but he won't have the volume or defense to deal with Santos. And I think Santos is too active and accurate. I think Santos' leg kicks are going to be a factor. And ultimately, I just think Gabriel Santos is the better fighter. And it's a hard style fight for Yizha. Santos is going to be way more active. He's going to be sharp with his hands, with his leg kicks. I think he's going to chop up Yi. Yi is going to look to embrace the grind, but I think he's going to struggle to control Santos. Even if he does take Santos down, I think Santos is going to throw up a lot of offense. And Santos did get taken down a couple of times by Lerone Murphy, but I just feel like he's going to do more off his back and get up even if he does get taken down. And I feel both these fighters can get takedowns, and I think that Santos maybe even will be able to get on top of Yizha and maybe break his spirit with that. But I think the grappling is going to be fun to watch, and I just think Santos is going to do a lot more damage over 3 rounds. And historically, Yizha has been super durable, but I do have a feeling that Santos is going to get him out of there in this one. I'm going to go Santos via knockout in round 2 in this fight. I'm going to say he finishes Yizha.